Hey everyone, we got Teal versus Charmflash. SSU game starts at the mod chat and run downstairs to record. But basically Teal looks like he's running a bit more of a interesting team. It's got a dual fighting core of Como, O, and Conqueror, which is really cool. A Chandelure, and then a pretty standard trio of Seismitoad, Clefable, and Corviknight, which is interesting. I'm seeing Chandelure as the ghost type in the dual fighting core. On the other hand, Charmflash is a pretty standard team. He's running dual Ghost, which is always a good idea in this metagame. They're just really strong Ghost types right now. Aegislash and Dragapult, no Gengar. So we'll see pretty much every Ghost type that's viable besides Gengar in this game. Then also the trio of Seismitoad, Corviknight, Clefable. And finally the Hydreigon, which leads off against the Seismitoad and fires off a 68%, presumably Scarf Drake immediate turn 1, as Seismitoad sets up Stealth Rocks. Right off the bat, Chandelure is going to come in on Clefable. I'm thinking it's probably going to be Scarf on this team. It also has access to Trick, I believe, so that could potentially be devastating for the Clefable. Alternatively speaking, Fire Blast can probably 2 KO most Clefables. It's not like max special defense, but if it's max special defense, it should be able to live 2. Chandelure, he's Stealth Rock weak, so it's a bit worse than other Ghosts perhaps, but it's much stronger. It has access to Trick, also access to Memento, which could help for something like a Bulk Up, Conkeldurr, or a Belly Drum, Como O. I definitely look out for that kind of combination, knowing that Teal is more of an aggressive kind of setup sweeper-oriented player, historically. But right off the bat, it's a decent start for Teal. While he does take a lot of damage, he doesn't really need Seismitoad for much. Maybe switching into a Steel move, but Corviknight could cover that. The issue with his team, unfortunately, is that he lacks a Ghost Resist versus the 2 Ghost types, so he's going to have to keep Clefable at fall. Anyway, he's going to trick the Hydreigon. Unfortunately for Teal, the Hydreigon of Charmflash is going to be Scarf. Fortunately, however, Charmflash is gonna have to get this right. U-turn into Clefable or Dark Pulse into Chandelure to make much progress, get much leeway here. And going off of Charmflash team, I personally would just U-turn because again, this is just you can just since it's Scarf, you should be able to check it with a Clefable. Assuming it's specially defensive, if it's Life Orb Clefable, all bets off the table. But it's not Life Orb Clefable on this team because you're weak to other Life Orb Clefables. You need specially defensive Clefable and so on. It's almost definitely gonna be like Wish, Protect, Moonblast, and then either like Aromatherapy, Thunderwave, Flamethrower, Calm Mind, one of those. Anyway, looking at the teams, we actually see Clefable come in on the Thunderwave. Okay, so it's a bit of a mid ground from Charmflash. Yeah, alright, they have been running Scarf with Thunderwave a lot lately. Um, Okay, so I think that Teal here could either just go for the safe Moonblast, or if he has Thunderwave of his own, he could go for that, or he could even go for a Wish to give leverage to the thing he's going to switch to that ultimately force him out. It's probably going to be the Aegislash. Seeing as this is Thunderwave, it could very well be a Hex Dragapult, or it could just be Specs. I don't think it's going to be any Dragon Dance shenanigans. I think it's going to be special, and it's probably going to be Banded Aegislash, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, big turn here. Charmflash has to switch for sure. He's going to go to sides with Scouting for the Thunderwave, and he's actually going to encounter the Chandelure here. Now, Chandelure could threaten it out with Energy Ball. However, I don't know if he's going to scout for that. And he's not. Oh, he is actually. He's going to have Protect. But that Protect's going to allow for the Conkeldurr to come in, and Conkeldurr could really threaten it with a close combat. But however, if he Earthquakes, he should be able to shrug it off. And Earthquake would be aimed to predict the Aegislash, Dragapult, or Clefable to come in. Personally, if I am Teal, I just go for the fighting move. Oh, he's got Bulk Up. Oh, shit. Alright, so with Bulk Up, I think you just go for the Earthquake here because you really want to make sure you do make some progress. However, Scald could actually do like 35-ish, so maybe you don't want to take too many risks. You could go for Drain Punch or Close Combat, depending on your speed investment. Have to wait and see. But yeah, you really just don't want to let it go. I don't think he's going to switch ultimately. I think I'll stay in here and just set up rocks or go for a Scald. I guess Clefable is the mid-ground option, but I think you want to keep that alive against the opposing Komao. So, you'll wait and see. Gonna go for the rocks on, yeah, the Earthquake. That is fine. Um, I imagine he just throws it away now. I think we'll probably just see a Protect here and then maybe like a Drain Punch. Yep. So that'll probably, Scald will probably bring him down to about 50, maybe 45, and then Drain Punch will heal him up to like 63-ish, and then Orb will probably bring him down like 60 to 58 or whatever, if that is what happens. So I'm guessing he'll be a bit below 60 at the end of this turn. But let's wait and see. I guess we could see a switch to Clefable here. I just don't think it's going to make much sense unless it's a faster Clefable that would eat a +1 Guts boosted Earthquake. Okay. Charmflash is taking his time here, definitely trying to figure out what he wants to prioritize slash save, which makes a lot of sense. Um, but I'm pretty sure Teal is just going to click Drain Punch here. I don't think he risks Earthquake, and he's going to go Corviknight on the Drain Punch, yeah, and that's going to take a whole 84% healing back up to full. So evidently, Charmflash prioritizes things in a bit of a different fashion. I think you just let this go to Mach Punch now because you don't want to risk him like earthquaking on like a predicted like switch to a ghost, like getting cute. But that's ultimately Charmflash's prerogative to determine if he wants to get cute in that way. So I'm not gonna. I don't. I mean, I'm like 99% sure Teal just Mach punches, so it would be a bad play now. He's gonna go for Drain. Okay, maybe he doesn't have Mach. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it has Mach punch, but I digress. Maybe he thought it was slower or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's only a 16% difference in damage. This would probably die to a Specs Draco either way. Maybe now he's incentivized to use Shadow Ball more, which could actually be annoying given Teal's team is quite Shadow Ball weak. However, the Clefable in the back is full, but it is also paralyzed. Charm is going to elect to fire off the Seismic Dog, which makes a lot of sense as the Shadow Ball is revealed there. Now, it looks like we'll see something fresh come out, perhaps the aforementioned Clefable. However, it could be the Chandelure if he's fairly certain this is not Scarf. In addition, if it's a bulletproof Komao, you could go to that. However, he's going to elect to go to the Chandelure here. All right, let's turn the volume down a little bit. Now we're going to see the Hydreigon coming on a Shadow Ball, probably do about 30, 25 only, but it does get the drop. If that drop is pretty irrelevant, seeing as it's a Sky Hydreigon. Teal's going to have to make a play here. If you turn staying in would be very beneficial, but if he predicts a Dark Pulse, then long to Clefable would surely be the play, as this would die to that. Personally, I think that the U-turn's to play here. Getting Aegislash in on the Clefable would be fantastic. No, Teal's going to read through that. And it's spiking to 40 at 37, but it does get to drop. And that is not a leftovers Clefable. So he's going to go back to Hydreigon now after the drops, and he's going to take a follow-up Shadow Ball on a third straight drop. And he's going to stay in a... Holy shit. Teal is the god. Oh my lord. Someone get this game off my screen. I think that Teal's objective was to use that lock as a way to set up with Como, perhaps. Anyway, Clefable's going to come on in here. Um, he's going to be a Calm Mind Clefable for Charmflash, so that's something to watch out for. He's going to Onk. Oh my god. So surely this is a belly drum. Como, like, think about it. He was okay letting him lock into Dark Pulse, and he has Encore. It makes all the sense in the world. With that tough set. Yeah, this can do 58, so. Um, this looks like Teal's going to run away with this game. Teal just timed this really well. Of course, he still has to get around this Dragapult, but the Chandelure is healthy enough to come in on rocks at least one more time, I think, too. Yes, it's 66, so that's good. Because U-turn is 4 times resisted, so I just shrugged it off for a measly. Oh, and the Draco's going to miss to add insult to injury. The game was pretty much over at that point anyway. I'd say Charmflash drops a good game, and we're gonna have a big upset in SSOU. Teal is gonna win against Charmflash. Good game.